Hello students. Today we are going to start the history section of our book, and the first chapter of this history section is the when, where and how. So let's see what you are going to read here. Now the some periods in history is discussed in the first section, and the first topic is the ancient period. The ancient period is generally considered to be the period of the medieval period occurred with the arrival of Turks in India. The medieval period starts from 8th century to the 18th century. The process of setting up an empire by the Turks brought about profound changes in the way of life of the people. The change from the medieval to modern period occurred with the arrival of the British to the shores of India. The modern period means that the period of history that you live in, but this word is used by Indian historians to describe those events and those styles of administrations, art, architecture, etc., that have developed during the late 18th, 19th, and the 20th century. The modern history of India covers mainly the following events and developments, such as the establishment of power of East India Company, second, the British administrative system, third, the economic and revenue policies causing the ruin of trade and Indian handicrafts, as well as starting the process of industrialization. Next topic, sources of modern period. So in which प्राइमरी सोर्सेज में जो आपको फर्स्ट टॉपिक है दैट इज आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्सेज आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्सेज इंक्लूड मॉन्यूमेंट्स एंड आर्टिफैक्ट्स. They are located in different parts of India. Some of the important monuments are India Gate, Parliament House, etc. Now these monuments situated in Delhi, then the capital of India. Second, of official records such as the Mughal introduced the culture of recording everything. So the recording culture is started by the Mughals, and this was very good culture. This was further and practiced by the British. Every administrative decision was recorded and carefully preserved. Every executive, legislative, and judicial body had record rooms in which even the smallest record were kept well catalogued. Thus, the proceeding of each government department is available to us. This had helped historians immensely in their study of the period. Many of the official records are now preserved in the National Archives of India. Second, newspapers and magazines. Newspapers provide important information belonging to particular periods. Pamphlets are important as they reflect the popular feelings, and letters are significant as they help us understand the situation prevailing at that moment. So newspaper and magazines are very useful for our daily life, and we get information of our surroundings through them. Original documents. Next topic, original documents. Original documents like government reports, orders, and official correspondence are also some important sources. They provide us with important first-hand information about leading issues. They are well preserved in archives and libraries. So if you want to get any information about the such documents, such original documents, you must visit a library or archive section. Next topic is surveys, census, etc. During the British rule, various surveys were conducted like population surveys, revenue surveys, land surveys, etc. Mapping was also an important part of these surveys. Many topographic maps were made by British during this period. Census operation are also started. All these reports are well preserved and readily available to us. So there are many things which are started by Mughals, British, and in history you will read about them. So they are very good things which are started and developed in this era, and so as they help our country to develop in better way. And secondary sources in this secondary sources section, in the first topic is indigenous source records. Now indigenous records include the diaries and accounts of pilgrims and travelers, newspapers, books, novels, leaflets, which portray the true feeling of an individual. These records could be in English or in regional languages. Dadabhai Naoroji's poverty and un-British rule in India highlighted the exploitative nature of British rule and made people aware of real intentions of the British during their rule. The British tried to suppress the press, but they remained unsuccessful. So there are many great things done by some indigenous people of our nation, and we will read about them in the descriptive way in the leading chapters. So these are the topics of today. We will discuss the next topics in the next video. Till then, bye bye.